We're in the M5. We're gonna start the project right now. The AC core evaporator, or the AC Evap Core. Inside here, we're gonna get to it. So the first thing is to remove the trims here. Then we're gonna go tackle the center console, the shifter, the handbrake, and slowly, you know, piece by piece, we're gonna disassemble. I'm doing this for the first time, and by the way, we had an accident, tree fall on the car, so I'm gonna address all of that later on. First, let's address the AC evaporator core inside. Maybe I'll change also the fan and all the surrounding parts inside that module there. So let's start. Step one complete. Took this one, pry it out very slowly, you know, follow along, pry like this. It comes out very easily. I was surprised how easy it came out as a whole unit. So I'm gonna use two hands, of course. I don't like to break anything, to take this out. So this trim is removed. There's one connector here. I'm gonna remove that one and then continue. The connector was just the hazard and the lock unlock button. Very easy. I removed it just by pressing on these tabs from the inside. Just press the tab here and it just came out. A very important discovery that I made, how to disconnect this switch, the hazard and the lock unlock for your doors, is you cannot just pull on this, you cannot use flat screwdriver to pry on this, but what you do is find something with very sharp teeth on it. I'm using this meter for battery checkup and everything else electrical. So I'm using this sharp end here, and what you're doing is you're gonna find this little port here, and what you're doing is you just press on it inside so the port gets in, and then you're gonna pop it out. It comes out very easily. I cannot do that while I'm holding the camera here, but you just press and pull. Very easy, it comes out. Thank you. Okay, so here's the hazard wire. I labeled it so we don't mess up anything later on. And we have two regular Phillips screws, one here and one here, to remove this unit here. I'm leaving them here later. I'm just gonna tape them so we don't lose them. Very easy with the pry tool here. Just put it inside, play with it a little bit, put it inside on this side, play with it, and just comes out very easy. Next, we remove the Honda tray here. It had 3 screws up here and then 2 screws on the sides, and I popped up the tray and I left it separately, and I had to pop up this very easy with the pry bar just to get to the last screw here before I removed the tray. And this fell off. I just took it off from the tray so I don't disconnect it. Maybe I'll disconnect later, but it's fine. I can just tape it here so I don't lose it. So I don't lose it, I'll tape it somewhere here. We'll see how it's gonna go. We have 5 screws to remove the whole tray here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I apologize, there's one more here. 6 screws to pop this baby down. So there was a difficult spot here to get, and after you remove all of these screws that hold the tray, okay, the first part of the tray will fall, but there is one screw that you cannot see without removing this carpet here, and then you'll see it. It's up there. There it is. So this screw, don't just pull because you're gonna break this. It's gonna be holding there, and don't forget, of course, one more screw here, this spot here. So this is the out now, and we have, it looks like we have 3 connectors to remove. One here, the light, inner light. The other one will be right here, which is the special BMW light, okay, that they include with your car. I'll take it out so you can see what I'm talking about. Here it is. I don't know the purpose, how good of the light is, but probably it is a little helpful if you're stranded somewhere. Okay, so it's included in your car, with your car I mean. So that we have to remove. So 1, 2, and then third one will be this one, which is, let's see what it is, something here. I'm not going to investigate what it is right now, but it's something there. So 3 connectors. Let's do that and let's label them so we don't forget where they were. And it looks like that there is a 4th connector here, and that one is the indicator of whether the glove box is open or not, so the light can flash. So that indicator number 4, it's here. So what I did is I labeled them, and then I taped all of these connectors from the glove box here. I'm just gonna show you where they pop out. So they pop out here between this frame and this plastic. So just remember to put it back there when we assemble everything. Good. We're doing the monitor now. I'm gonna take it out. In order to do that, I found that T10 works best. Okay, if you have a little screwdriver, that will work, but T10 gets in here perfectly. If you have this little T10s, okay, and unscrews these 2 screws, and then you can pull this out. This comes straight down, very easy, and there's one connector that you have to just press this here. A regular screwdriver, just press it, or with your finger, and then it's gonna allow this clip here and this holder to move down, and it comes out right out. There it is. Perfect. So the LCD first connector is out. There was a second connector that I didn't see at the beginning, so it's here, and it's very easy to remove. You just pry it out with screwdriver. So you catch it here and just pry it out, and it's gonna come out. I cannot do it without help. There it is. Okay, and then just pull it out. That's it. And please label. Okay, the next step is to remove the shifter. This boot, very easy. You can just grab one of these wire tools, slowly around, just it comes out very easily. But for the shifter itself, you have to pull very hard. Maybe use 2 hands. I used 2 hands, just pulled it out, and it comes out like this. And you have to deattach this connector for the lighting that goes inside here. Okay, so next one, we're gonna remove this unit. Very easy. Once you remove this screw here and this screw here, okay, you just pull. You can use this pry bar as well to help a little bit. Pull it out, and it just comes right out. Okay, there it is, one side out. The other side, I'm just gonna pull it with 2 hands. The whole unit will come out. Okay, so it looks like it's very easy to disconnect as well. This one was the climate control driver side connector. This one is the passenger side connector. Just pry it with a screwdriver, and it lets you push it down, and it comes right out. There it is. Okay, and one more connector in the middle. Guessing it's for the vent, level. Take it out, same thing. Screwdriver here. Then it's gonna allow you to open the clip, and we're gonna label the clips just in case, but everything is plug and play. Each connector, it's unique to the port, so you cannot mix them. That's great. news for me and for the rest of you guys. Let's continue. So after the climate control, we have the CD and the holder here, CD holder, and the frame. Okay, everything is removed by removing 6 screws. I'm gonna use Phillips screwdriver. Very simple. There it is. You take all 6 out. 1, 2, 3. Don't forget this one's on the bottom. 4, 5, 6. Very simple, and it comes right off. CD/navigation unit came out. It needed to be. It had 4 more screws, 1, 2, and the other side 3, 4 screws to be released to be unscrewed in order for this to come out. And then we have couple of things to unplug here, couple of connectors. Looks like 1, 2 here, and then third one is here. So here it is, CD/navigation unit. It had 4 ports, 1 here little, 1 down below, 1 here, and 1 big port here. They're all labeled, and this is the way to stay organized. It's my way to stay organized. I don't know how you guys will figure out that this is the best way. I'm gonna label this as well, even though everything is like given, you know how it's different sizes, but I like to know when you pull everything out, you're not gonna know which wires come from where. So when you put the dashboard back, you're gonna know, oh, this is navigation, I'm gonna put it this way, this the LCD, I'm gonna put up here. I know, so it doesn't become a whole mess and you have to retake out and put it back again. So that's why the purpose of being organized is very important. And also the screws, all the screws that belong to each unit, you know, I'm gonna tape them, just like that, you know, wherever it belongs. Taping it here. If we have 5 screws here, I'm gonna tape all 5 here so I know they come from this location, so we're not messing up the screws, their lengths and their purpose. The heating seats, MDM, you know, the bolsters, control unit comes very easy as well, and you don't have to do any special screws for them. It just pops right up from this slot, and it has 1, 2, 3 connectors to deattach and label for you guys. Situation very quickly. This is the LCD. It goes upper wires, then mid wires. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which are for the CD and actually for the climate control, all of them. And then 1 sensor, probably temperature sensor here. Wire, I have to deattach it and label it. That's 5 there. And then lower wires, which are for the CD/Navi and for the seat heaters, and for the seat bolsters. That's it. We have 1 from the left and 1 from the right side. So we have 2 sets of wires. 1 set of wire coming from this side here, between this cap and this frame, and the other wire is coming from here. It's attached to the carpet here area. And then this one, I left it here. Just the light will be probably attached here. It's gonna wait for the day it gets reassembled. Now we're at the driver's side, and we're gonna go below and remove this panel here. It's held on by 5, I think, Phillips screws, just like this. Very simple. Again, with the Phillips, you just unscrew those 5. Let's see, 1, 2 over there, 3, and then you just snap this down. There's nothing that holds it but little clips here, and it falls down. I have 1 more over there to untie and 1 more here. It's gonna pop down. Don't forget, you have one more screw here. You have to remove that plastic thing, and it comes right out. Very small screw, here it is. Very small Phillips screw. Once you pop this down, okay, you're gonna have two connectors. One is for the speaker, little speaker here, and one is for the light. There is the light. Okay, so just label them and take the airbag off. You have to put this screw this way, okay, inside below the steering wheel. You're gonna see this hole. Just put it in like this, and then twist it towards you. So put in and then twist it towards you, because the wires will be there. So here it is, I took it out, and you're gonna see this wire here that holds this one. It goes around here. It's all around. There it is, and there it is. Okay, so when you press inside, when you go with the screwdriver, and when you press this, you're gonna see it contracts. In order to take out the steering wheel, you're gonna need 15 socket. Here's mine. Okay, and then you have extension wrench here. Put it on. Okay, and then very simple, just knock it down. It came out very easy. I used also another extension bar here, so it was very long, and the leverage was, you know, just enough to just crank it. Very simple, easy, without any force. To remove this cover, you simply, you know, crack the tabs and it just comes out. Leave it down. You're gonna remove this beautiful cover, exotic cover. Just remove it. You're gonna see two Phillips screws, which I eliminated them. There they are. One here left, one to the right. Take them out. You're gonna need little Phillips screwdrivers in order to get inside here. Otherwise, if it's longer, you can't fit it here. That's one thing. And then second thing, everything else just snaps out very easily. Okay, snaps right out. I have to use two hands, of course, to snap it out. So it just snaps right out. In order to remove the control module of the steering wheel, all the controls here together, you have to release 5 screws. That's gonna be, you're gonna be using the T20 torque. Okay, T20 to release all 5 of them. They're long screws. This is how they're gonna look like, and then we're gonna be eliminating the whole control module. So after eliminating these 5 screws, the control unit came out, and it had two connectors here, and then they pass through here, the lower end, hanging here. Just remember that they're here. In order to take out the speedometer, you need to insert the Phillips screwdriver or T10. T10, I use the T10 torque, the little one here, and I pull them out. Just two, very simple, and this comes right out. Well, of course, we have only one connector. Just disconnect this one, and you're done with the speedometer. Don't forget this one. Get out from the duct, air duct. And don't forget the light connector here. Pops up with bare hands. Just pull it and disconnect it. One connector. That's it. Now we're moving down to the shifter brake unit here. 2 here. Remove them. T10, I assume. And to the other side, of course. There they are. And then we have 2 of the, let's see which one is T20. Yep. 2 T20. 1 here, 1 there. Then you're gonna be starting popping up this silver cover. You're popping with this pry bar here. this iDrive button will pop out by itself very easy. Just pry it all around, it's gonna pop up very easily. This popped out. We have two connectors, one here, one below for the ashtray, and one for the EDC. We have to take them out, and this will all come out as one unit. The handbrake sleeve comes out easily, has a couple of tabs that holds on it's held by a couple of tabs, and you can just insert this and tweak it left and right, and it's gonna tweak it left and right. It's gonna come out very easy. So now just pull it up, and we're gonna snap this plastic holder, snap it, and then we're gonna reinsert a new one once we're done with this job. That's how it works. So in the back, you have to remove the vents, the vent connector here, and also the cigarette lighter and the aux in, aux out connectors, all removed. And you have to use a screwdriver or this to pry it out from here. In order for this to pop out, you have to remove two screws, and those will be the 10mm. So just use the 10mm with a special socket here that flips, so it's easier to remove this one and this one here, and the other left in there. By the way, I discovered that this car, it says that it does not have seat warmers in the bag, but look at this, they're here. So I don't know if it has the connections and everything, so I don't know if they work or not. We'll check that later. That's one interesting if they work. It's gonna be very interesting. So let's pull this out. Connector popped up from here. It was on the bottom, and I have to find out what's the purpose of it. One was connected, this one on the bottom, and one was disconnected. So this one was disconnected, wasn't connected to anything. So I'm gonna find out what was the purpose for those two. Okay, so we have the central console lifted, but we have only one connector here to disconnect, and that's from the iDrive. You just pull it and it disconnects. There it is, together with the menu and voice connector.